You are your biggest investment. Hello, kings and queens. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. I just wanted to say a huge thank you for all of the support and love on my first video. So if you haven't checked that out, check it out. And in today's video, I'm going to be giving you the real-ish, skipping past the BS on how to get your dream physique, how to change this and rewire your mindset and your mind to get that dream physique, and also how to take action to becoming the person with your dream physique, and how not to give up and keep your dream physique. Let's get on into it. So I first want to start off by saying we all have our own definitions of what a dream body is in our minds. We all individually have different opinions on this. So I'm just talking in a general sense, and I'm assuming you have the perspective of everyone else. Have social media where we scroll and we see these girls or these guys with perfect abs and perfect physiques, and they work out like all the time and this and that, and you look at them and you compare yourself, you beat yourself up in the mirror because you're like, oh, that could never be me, they're born different, this and that. You make up these scenarios and you beat yourself up, right? Trust me, I've been there. I've been there, girl. I've been there, boy. That's just how our generation is, you know what I mean? I feel like those people that we even look up to with our dream physiques do the same exact thing, because there's always going to be someone with a better body. There's always going to be someone prettier than you out in this world. That's just how it is. To realistically get to bettering yourself and bettering you getting to your dream body or dream physique, you're going to need to accept yourself and your circumstances. And you got to realize you have to take responsibility for what your body looks like if you are able and healthy. Of course, this goes without saying, there's multiple different things that goes into it, but for me personally, when I saw the biggest change in my body and my physique is when I stopped playing victim, and I wasn't like, oh, my genetics, oh, I don't have time to work out, oh, this and that. When you stop feeling sorry for yourself and making up these excuses, which we all do, that's the easy thing. Our brain just automatically is wired to do that, because it's a coping mechanism. It's a way of our brain protecting us. So we all do it. It's a human instinct. So don't beat yourself up for doing this, but to change, you have to take responsibility for your current circumstances, and you got to say, okay, this is where I'm at. But once you take ownership and take back what you have in front of you, why your body looks like this, then you have the ability and you take back the power to change. When you're a victim, you don't have the power to change because you're blaming it on all the external circumstances you have. So the first step is taking back your responsibility in the situation so that you can change and that you can take action towards getting your dream body. And then after you take ownership and you realize, I'm going to do this, I can do this, because at the end of the day, we are all the same except for our circumstances, but we were all given pretty much the same amount of brain power and all that. Of course, there's exceptions. I'm making generalizations, but we have the power to reprogram our mind, and that's the biggest gift you'll ever have. It doesn't have to do with the exercise. It doesn't have to do with the dieting. If you don't change this first, you're gonna always self-sabotage and go back to the person who you were. Because in childhood, right, we were told so many things about us when we didn't even establish our identity, right? So if you grew up like me, I always grew up around younger siblings who were girls, so I was always thought to be the bigger cousin. And as my brain always registered that as, oh, I'm fat, you know what I mean, I'm chubby. So before I started my fitness journey and that, I just always thought, oh, I'm just the chubby one, I'm just the big one. So I'd always at my first self-sabotage, and really I'd make progress and then overeat, and then I'd be in the same circumstances I was because I didn't do the inner work. But once you do the inner work and ask yourself, okay, what I would advise you to do and what I did is look at the person who has the dream body that you want. Say it's an influencer, and say it's someone you look up to on social media, or a cousin, or someone in the gym. Look at that person, and if they do have social media, like we have the gift of social media, which these people like influencers will post what I eat in a day, what I do in a day, and just basically you gotta act like that person. Wake up and think, okay, what would this person do when they wake up? Do they automatically get on their phone, or do they go do cardio, go on a walk? You know what I mean? You have to think like that person and try and rearrange your lifestyle to be like that person, because if you truly want something, I believe you would do anything in your power to do it. And obviously I didn't have the tools and the time to be the people that I looked up to, but I emulated it as much as possible. So if I have any spare time, I would do a little YouTube workout. And you know what I mean? It's about starting little. It's about the little habits. And habits is what's going to drive you to sustain this dream body and for you to actually become this person. Because the person that you're looking up for their dream body, right? It's a person, but they have a lifestyle to sustain that, or else they wouldn't look like that. Unless they're the 1%ers that have amazing genetics and can eat anything and have six-pack abs. But that's like 1% of the world, you know what I mean? But it's all about just literally thinking how that person would think. Go on their page, and if they have what I eat in a day, I'm not saying to copy that, but just to kind of see and emulate, oh, this is how they got there, and educate yourself. The more you know, the more you grow. The more you know, the more you earn. You know what I mean? It's all about what you know up here. And it's all about what you perceive of yourself. Because if you believe you are overweight, or you believe you're fat, or you believe you're chunky because of your past, you're always going to end up becoming that in the end, because it's like written, it's programmed in your mind. You have to think of your mind as a computer, and our computers were programmed as children, and that's where most of our subconscious programming comes. So you have the power to reprogram your computer. Like before I was really into fitness, I would literally say, oh, I love the gym, I love working out. Even like when I was working out and I was dying and I hated that shit, I would say I love working out. I'm a gym rat, I love it. I look in the mirror, and you literally have to become delusional. To manifest, you have to become delusional, because you're looking at yourself with the vision of your future self, what you're working for. Because if you don't have that picture of what you're working for, then you're just going to give up, because you're going to be like, this shit sucks and I'm not seeing any results. You know, that's where most people stop. But once you have like that picture of what you're going to look like, and literally see yourself in your mind looking like that person, looking at yourself with that nice six-pack abs or that nice big old booty. But I'm going to be real with you, like I said, it's going to take time, okay? And you have to be patient, and you have to stick to the process, and you can't cheat yourself, okay? I'm talking in the sense of an example of being a more fit and gym goer, because that's kind of my dream physique that I've achieved. And before that, I really didn't like to exercise, but you have to literally reprogram your mind to becoming, I would like addicted to that. But you have to also do the inner work. Like I was so obsessed with it that I was like, there was no option stopping. Like there's no option in not getting what I want. And that's just how manifesting is. You can't have like a backup plan, and you have to be committed. Like you need to commit to yourself, because a lot of people say, oh, I would kill for that body. I would like, you're so lucky you have that body. But people don't really realize like all of the work and hard work and discipline and sacrifice it takes to get a really nice body. You know what I mean? So you do gotta fall in love with the lifestyle that it all entails. And if you don't want that lifestyle and you see that body, then you truly don't want it, because you can't sit on the couch every day and watch Netflix and eat whatever the hell you want and have your dream physique. If we're being for real, okay? Unless you're like a really good manifester, I give you props. I'm all here for it, and I'm not saying that's wrong. But once you change your lifestyle and align it with the body you want and actually genuinely love it, you have to genuinely love it, because you're just never going to sustain it if you do not. Okay, let's be real. Let's be real, okay? Just about taking consistent action every day, okay? Because you're becoming this person. And with the nice physique, if it is a very athletic fit physique and you working towards it, you have to take action. You have to take action, okay? You have to take action every day, because you're becoming this person. You're becoming this version of yourself. And it's a good thing. At first it's gonna suck, but if you don't sacrifice and if you don't put in something, there's no such thing as something for nothing, okay? So you're gonna have to put in something to change. And yes, change is hard at first, but after a while you adjust. There's so many changes you've made in your life and you adjust to it, you adapt to it. Like when you go to school for the first time and you're like, what the heck is this thing? And you're like, this is so hard. And then after like months go by, you're like so used to it. It's a subconscious habit, like you just go. You also have to identify as this person. You have to literally be delusional, and you have to see yourself like this person even when no one else sees you like this person. In your mind, you are that person. You are that gym rat. You are that Pilates queen. You are that lifting heavy shit guy. I don't know, whatever you want to identify with, you have to identify it as it, because think of yourself. What we identify is what our mind will defend. Because once I switched my mind to I'm a gym rat. At first, I wasn't a gym rat, but I told myself I'm a gym rat because that's who I wanted to become, and I identified like it. And I tell people you're that person, because you're more likely to stick to it if you tell people. Like for example, when I first started going to the gym, I told my mom, I said, I'm gonna come to the gym every day, which I did, because subconsciously in the back of my mind I'm like, well fuck, what if I don't go to the gym every day? Then I'm just a liar. I'm just lying to myself. So I had to keep that promise to myself, and I would tell people, yeah, I'm a gym rat. All I do is go to the gym. And now, since I've cleaned my identity to it, I defend that. And the same goes for you. And even our bad habits, like for example, if you identify as I'm a smoker, you're always going to smoke because you identify as a smoker. You got to identify like it to become that person. And also through the sacrifice and all the work that you put in, you build the characteristics it takes to get that body and to sustain that body. You have to implement discipline, you have to implement sacrifice and delayed gratification, but all those skills are priceless. You cannot go out to the store and buy those things. And that's what I've learned is even better than the way you look. Yeah, you get attention, yeah, you get this, but honestly, like once you achieve discipline and once you achieve delayed gratification and knowing you could sacrifice and knowing you could keep your word to yourself, that's where your confidence comes. And that's the biggest investment you'll ever make. You are your biggest investment. You can never not stop investing in yourself. There's always something you can change and better in yourself or learn to become the greater version, the person with your dream physique, and just the person of your dreams in general. But I'm here to tell you the most crucial thing is to not give up. Do not give up. Don't give up on yourself. You are all you have at the end of the day. You are all you. You'll always wake up with yourself and you're always going to go to sleep with yourself, okay? So life is too motherfucking short to not become the person you want to become with the body you want to become. You are able to have that body. You are so able, okay? We all get mixed up with failure. Failure, yeah, it sucks at first, but we all fail. We all fail. All humans fail. And all we see in the media is the highlights. We don't see what goes on behind closed doors. You don't see what that person who does have your dream body, all of their failures, all of their temporary defeats. But failure is a temporary defeat, okay? It's temporary. Pain is temporary. It might last for a second, it might last for years, okay? But it's temporary. And when you're pushing past your old self telling you to quit, when it hurts, when it gets hard, trying to achieve your dream body or trying to achieve your dream self, you gotta say it's temporary. I got this. It's temporary. I got this. That's why affirmations are honestly so good. You have to be your own hype man, because no one's coming to save you. That's one thing you need to realize. That I don't know if it was just me, but before I started, it's like this false fairy tale I tell myself that some person was gonna save me. No one's gonna save you. No one's gonna come do the workouts for you. No one's gonna come eat healthy for you. No one's gonna guide you to get your dream body. It's all on you, okay? But you got it. That's like, once you know you got yourself, that's all you need. And I'm here to be the one to tell you that you can, and I'm rooting for you. Look at you, made it to the end of the video. You're already showing that perseverance and that you truly do want to change and get that dream body. So therefore, I know you are going to get it, and I'm here rooting for you. And I hope that I changed your mind to start rooting for yourself, because all you got is you, okay? You need to be your biggest cheerleader. You can't be your biggest enemy, okay? So if you liked this video, again, like and subscribe, and I will be trying to aim to make one video per week to get to you. And if you found any value, or if I helped you in any way or gave you some new knowledge, like and subscribe and comment below. Let's get to know each other. Let's be friends. I love to hear from you and meet y'all in the comments. So yeah.